Tonight, a man rummages through a trunk.
Unsuccessfully. So it's not any of these.
Hello, everyone. This is Expensive Garbage again, and we are trying to put together the BMW one last time.
Again.
That's all of them.
Again. No, these three are for the door.
Mm-hmm.
These three attach the window motor to the door frame.
Did I set them on the floor back in the back?
You might have.
Which could be bad, or I threw them in the FCP box and you mailed them back to FCP.
I didn't have to mail anything back to FCP. They were nice enough to express ship out a replacement for the broadcast window regulator. Here's the clips.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if I set them on the floor right there.
Alright, so now that we don't install shit and I go on FCP and order the right bolts that we've lost.
They're in here somewhere. I've got plenty of nuts and bolts if it comes down to that.
That looks plastic.
Yes.
So it's probably these.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll try it.
Let me see. Yeah, that looks about the right diameter and everything.
We will go with it. God damn it. All right. This goes on here. Slide it in. Turn it around.
This month's episode brought to you by Mobile One. Mobile One, we have to buy it ourselves.
And recycle it. So much recycle. Dude looked at me funny when I rolled up with, what was that, like 6 gallons of used motor oil?
They would. Oh yeah, there's some brake pad left in there.
So I was actually wondering if the front brakes on the 330 are the same as what's on the Z4. I haven't looked into part numbers or anything.
The 330? No, it'd be the same as the 335.
I'm not positive that they're any bigger.
Pretty sure the 335 got bigger brakes.
Internet, tell us, did the 335 get bigger brakes than the 330?
I don't know. I'm filming, or I would look it up.
You have another phone.
It's true, I do. All right, we're doing this.
Real-time comments. Now, I was just wondering if it would be possible to put them on the 330. Not that it would be a cheap upgrade, and I'd probably have to get bigger wheels because the 7
All right, we're doing this.
wouldn't cover it, or wouldn't clear it rather. Should we do an internet poll on how long before this window regulator breaks?
That could be a thing. BMW 2009 Z4 L6 turbocharged brake and wheel hub. Let's see here. It's focusing on you. Let's get it to focus on my phone. You can't just tap it and have it focus on something? That's unfortunate.
You should be able to.
It focused on my phone really well, and then I put it down.
Well, you ruined everything. Alright, if I remember it, I need to take this off. Do I need to take this off? I don't remember if I take this off. Was it on the old one? So we're just going to leave it. We're just going to leave it and send it.
Centric, high carbon.
You don't have nut drivers, do you? Or do you?
Nut drivers?
Yeah. sockets with screwdriver handles?
No, you would need to get the adapter out and stuff.
That seems like effort. What's the internet say? We're crazy.
Interesting. The Hella Pagid rotors have an aluminum hat.
They do. That is what's on the Z4 right now.
Mm-hmm.
All the other aftermarket ones do not, though.
Yeah, nobody lists any dimensions for the rotors, unfortunately. Maybe on the desktop version of the site they do.
Alright, so now I've got to remember the super special secret slip-in move to get us in here. I think this is it. Almost, it's in. Rotate. Rotate. Ah, shit.
How has nobody published the dimensions of these rotors?
Because it's German. You obviously put the correct part back. You don't put a different part on, because that's just not okay. That's how babies and orphans die. Okay, what am I doing? Am I on the wrong side of the glass or something stupid? I feel like I'm on the wrong side of the glass.
Okay, so Janet's front rotors are 330 millimeters.
Sounds about right.
Which is 13 inches. That's bigger than the brakes I upgraded on the Cayman.
Now, if you want to mindfuck, if I remember right, the rear calipers on this thing are the same damn size.
Yeah, I have more. Like my rotors aren't a bigger diameter, but I have more swept area and more vane. So my rotors, even though they're smaller, probably have more surface area. Just looking at them briefly there.
Size isn't everything. Size is everything. Okay, seriously, what the fuck? Make sure that's all the way up. Peel all of this up. And just how am I not getting this to line up like I want? This is not okay.
The Z4s are 348s, so that's what, 13 and a half?
Something like that. But when you're talking about semicircle, that's a good amount of space.
Yeah, that's 13.7 inches of brake rotor.
Ah! Got you, bitch.
I didn't know they were that big.
Could,
The rear rotors on Janet are enormous, actually.
They are like legitimately the same size. I don't think we ever looked to see if they're the same part number,
Yeah.
but they are goddamn huge.
They're 336, I think, so they're like, they're enormous for rear brakes. Well, this car is like 600 pounds heavier than the Cayman, too.
That's still really big.
Yeah.
If I remember right, it's vaned on the rear rotor too, which is weird. Normally it's not vaned.
Yeah. Are your rotors directional? I don't think they are.
I don't think they are.
Yeah, mine are directional, too, so the vanes are curved.
for extra cooling. I don't know. I've never replaced the rotor, so I've actually never.
Why,
I've never looked
why
at
would
that.
you ever need to? They're designed to last forever because they're so enormous.
I've never replaced the pads on this either, have I? I haven't.
No, we did the front. Did we do the front pads, or was that the Z4?
On the Z4 we did.
Yeah.
We've never replaced the pads on this. And it's not like I'm just running them down the metal. They have wear sensors. The car will tell me when it's time to change.
If they still, the wear sensors still work anyway. Are you putting that on, or are you taking it off?
I'm putting it on.
Oh, okay.
So I finally...
Things are coming along then.
I finally got it in there. It wasn't wanting to line up for some reason. And then I said, fuck you, and peeled this back further, and then it fit. So now I'm tightening it up. This is 10 millimeter. Yeah, 10 millimeter, 3 bolts hold the window regulator / motor onto the door. It is 3 unmarked, nope, T20 Torx into the plastic housing on the window regulator that holds the motor to the window regulator. So that's 6 fasteners total so far. And then it is 3 T20 screws into the door through the door panel that holds the panel on, along with a little bunch of little plastic clips that you will inevitably break like I have. Alright, that seems all nice and tight. Plug the window motor back in. And if I recall, there's some little dance you have to do with the window switch to get it to calibrate the position.
I think you hold it all the way up and then all the way down and then all the way up again.
Well, we'll see what happens. There's so much adhesive stuff in this window stripping.
Yeah. I have some goof off or some sort of adhesive remover if you want to try it.
I wouldn't want to try that on the leather stripping. You can use it on the glass.
It might be safe for rubber.
I now have butyl attached to my window. It's fantastic. This car has dinged at me so many times. It's just been really unhappy. So I told you what eventually made it stop dinging, right?
Didn't you do something or other?
Well, you plug the window motor back in, and as I suspected, that didn't, make the car happy.
Yeah.
It was still pissed off. It was an especially cold day, and I went out and started the car, and I got distracted, and I left it in the driveway idling for 30 minutes, and I guess it just got it all out of its system, because now it's only dinged once at me every time I start the car, and then it's just like, okay, fine. Why am I not clean yet? Because we're not down far enough. I'm going to see if I can get it to self-clip. And this is how you break the window regulator. That's it, clip it in place. All the way down. All the way down. And hold it for 10 seconds. Alright, now. Oh, come on. May need you to Google things again.
Okay, give me a second.
up.
Ah, okay.
Not down, it was up.
Cool.
Ah, window regulator works for now. Alright, let's put the door panel back. That weird crease in the driver's seat's getting worse. But it's okay. This car's supposed to be more of an appliance than something I like.
It's both.
So what you're saying is, it's an appliance that I like. Alright, so this was kind of weird. I think this popped off. I'm trying to remember how it went. I want to say, no, I don't think it clipped down there.
Yeah, that's more. That looks more correct up there.
Okay.
It's got to like zigzag in there somehow.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. It may just go like that, because that's putting it where it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just roll with that. Stick the doodle back down.
Beautiful.
That was bad.
It was.
You should be punished.
Like and subscribe.
All right. Move the copious amount of poison and weed killer out of the way. Everyone rolls around with 20 pounds of insecticide in their trunk, right?
Yeah, it gives you better snow traction.
Ooh, the cable. Yes, can't forget that. Well, I mean, I could.
But then you would swear. And this is a strictly no fucking swear words YouTube channel.
That's what goes there. That's the... It's been too long. I don't know where the fuck anything goes.
Cool. That's the interior handle
Now,
pull gizmo.
this side goes to...
It looks like the white clip goes into the back of the door handle.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember.
And that goes
I
into
think
something somewhere.
This
Yeah, that,
hooked on there. Ah.
I mean, that makes sense because you wanted to pull the door latch to open it.
Clipped there. Maybe. Like that. And this probably... So I needed to pull this. I need to pull that. Probably clip in something along the lines of that way. Yep. That's all cool. Alright, let's replace some of these.
We've managed to break a few over the years.
A few.
There's 2 more broken down at the bottom there.
No! Shit. I just got beetle in my shirt.
Hmm.
Not the cheap Amazon Basics flannel. Seriously? There we go. So I think these were like... I got the nice ones. Well, maybe. They're more expensive. I don't know if they're the nice ones or not. I want to say these were like 30 cents a piece. And going off of real OEM and what I remember they looked like, they were as close as to what I think they were.
Mm-hmm.
Looks right, maybe?
Yeah, that's...
These didn't have the little felt
Yeah,
isolators,
they added
which
them.
seemed to be...
They probably added that after people complained.
Which I don't think any of the panels in this car rattled ever, except there's one little plastic piece that covers the center channel speaker in the dash that does rattle on rough roads.
And when you play Rough Riders too loud.
Well, maybe, but when we're that loud, it's all good. I think I'm going to replace this one up here with a speaker because it's a little unhappy with life too. Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty brittle.
Plinko.
You should probably just change like
All of them?
all of them.
But that makes no sense.
I mean, if some of them are still good, I mean,
Well,
you
yeah,
might take another.
I
You might
need-
take. You might have to take the other side off someday.
You mean
in the near
when
future.
The other window regulator breaks
Wait, where's some wood grain? Shit.
in the trunk.
It's probably too late now.
All right. Oh fuck you.
Let's have a look at this here, because it seems like we've managed to do that wrong somehow.
I mean, I'm fully ready to admit that I've done things wrong in my life.
Like, it looks like it should be like push in and then like zigzag down a bit, but I think it must be right. Because, I mean, it works right now.
Yeah.
Except it won't unlock now.
I don't think it ever did by pulling on it.
Yeah, I think
Because
those are
when
just...
you lock it,
yeah,
it's flush.
I think... And I've totally been holding the camera incorrectly here, so I apologize. But we're trying to get the little pull gizmo here to...
I think we reattached. I reattached the speaker. If I remember right, the speaker goes in on the bottom because the L7 speakers have an in and an out. And I could be wrong, but the speaker goes in on the bottom and the out actually comes out to the tweeters in the front because these speakers are the same front and rear. And the front doors have the tweeter up in the pod up here.
Here, I'll guide this guy into
I don't know if there's any base blockers or anything. That's the only way it would make sense for it to be directional like that. So it could just totally not be directional, and it doesn't matter which way on the factory floor they plugged them in, and that's just how I've seen it come apart. And it seems to sound
Don't you have to hook it on the top first, or is it different than...
No, it doesn't hook. It just sits flush, and there's all these clips that you just have to get lined up and then beat it. I think that's right. Yep. And then we just have to make sure we get all these in the right place, which they should pretty well match up. It's one of those things, once you get a few of them in, it should line the rest of them up. Because they know what's coming. If they don't. Ooh, new ones fit tight. Yep. So it's not meant to be pulled.
Yeah. It's really just a physical indicator. It's not actually like a mechanical...
Well, you can physically lock the door with it.
Yeah.
But it's actually less than flush when it's actually locked.
Yeah.
That is all of them. And if I actually seem to recall that we used this door for quite a while without the screws in it because the clips are just so OP on it. You can...
I think we just forgot to put the screws in, more to the point.
Well, that could be it too. That's probably it. The clips just hold it on there so well, even when you break half of them. Alright, 3 screws. They're all the same. Doesn't matter where you put them because the engineers were nice.
Yeah, they didn't have 3 different guys with 3 different preferences and fasteners design this particular door panel.
Seriously, all the screws take the exact same tool. All the bolts take the exact same tool. It's actually really nice. At least as far as I've gone into the door. Maybe you get past this and every...
You didn't take the intake manifold off.
No, I didn't.
That was an adventure in car repair. Like,
well, I remember looking up the starter.
Every time you start this car, you need to like press F to pay respects to like the blood that I shed installing that.
I remember you sending me a picture of the starter on the ground and you flipping it off because you have to replace the starter from the top of the motor. I think it's actually impossible to get
all of those tiny little wires for all the PCV valve heaters and stuff. Yeah, fuck all that.
I'm just surprised nothing plastic exploded when you took that apart.
I'm not Sean, so, you know, I don't have, like, I'm not Army strong. Or Army smart.
Alright, nice and slow. One of these is still loose now, so let's...
Yeah, you want your rear seat passengers to know what a well-built machine this is. Because it made it to the moon.
When I start driving lift. I think this one's loose, yeah.
I have a whole rant about Lyft being just the most awful thing, but
I thought Uber was worse.
Yes, but I mean, well, okay, gig economy jobs are just a further race to the bottom for working people.
Alright, so this goes on first. I need to put it on the right way because I took it off the wrong way. And it made my life so much more difficult.
Look at that. Now you know it's luxury with that plastic wood grain.
So actually this is very, very thin wood veneer laid on top of plastic and then resined. Like
it's like a piece of paper.
It is.
That it's a piece of paper that they printed wood grain on.
You can actually see the rough edges here, just how thin the wood grain is. It is extremely, extremely thin. And that's the reason why it's cracked up there.
Mm-hmm.
I would honestly rather have the aluminum treatment that the performance versions get.
Yeah, we should have found you a 330i. That's what we could do. Whenever your son inherits this car, we can get you a 330i Sport.
I didn't like the sport seats as much, though. I mean, they held you better, but they weren't as comfortable. And that was the whole point of this car.
You've lost some weight since then.
True.
Like, there's less of you now.
There's considerably less of me now.
Like you're actually like German man sized.
Look at that. I've got a door handle again. I've got a functioning speaker back here because that's been driving me absolutely fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can hear the difference.
Bump some Rough Riders on the way home.
Done.
Cool.
Installed.
Let's round up some stuff and yeah.
So just the feedback in case you haven't seen this other video, I'm setting your tools in there. The regulator design on this has 2 incredible weaknesses. They are both located right here. There is this coil type spring retainer, and there are 2 ends to this wire, and this is what lifts the window up and down. It goes into this plastic housing. There's one from the top, one from the bottom. Every time mine has broken, it is basically just pulled out from the top. It snaps this. Because of the design, it can still roll the window down, and the car will freak out when it can't roll the window up thinking that someone has their head stuck in it. And then it keeps trying to roll the window down until you end up with this.
But hey, it didn't crush your kid's head.
True. And the window motors are stupidly strong on this.
They got some gear ratio to them.
But that is the weakness in this. If they would replace that or just reinforce it with an aluminum plate underneath that would spread the load out, I don't think these would ever break.
Yeah, but then they wouldn't be able to sell any.
True, and they have sold a lot. So with the one that came out of the box broken, this is 4 rear window regulators for this car in less than 4 years. Good times.
Yep. Between the two of us, I've done 3 window regulators, so that is that's a total of 7.
So this is what they look like when you get them out of the box. This has nothing retaining it. When you put the motor on there, it's actually retained. It does have these little clips, but they might as well not be there for shipping purposes. You have to cut the zip tie to get it out of the way of the motor. This one had this little retaining clip and this little retaining arm broken out of the box. It was from FCP. I contacted them the next business day, told them it was broken. They said that they needed pictures of it, but they'd go ahead and set up to ship me a replacement. They set up the shipping replacement. I got a notification it was shipped before I even sent them the pictures. Still went ahead and sent them the pictures. I had it like the next day. And then I told them that I could get a label and cross-ship this back to them. They said they didn't need it. So they just shipped it out, said they would need pictures, and then still shipped it before I ever even sent the pictures.
They are some real bros over there at FCP.
So now we can play the game of what's in my trunk. I have a gallon of home defense insect killer. I have the electric sprayer motor for the gallon of insect cleaner or killer. I have concentrate insect killer. I have a 15-20 pound bag of insect killer. I have most of a thing of oil that's been leaking in my trunk apparently. And half a gallon of spring water. And various light bulbs and bolts that go in here. And a mini DisplayPort to DisplayPort adapter for some reason. Good times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went murder on bugs after I got Rocky Mountain spotted fever over the summer. So those bitches had to die. And those bitches died.
All right, well, that's it for this episode of Expensive Junk. So, okay, bye.
See you the next time something expensive breaks or I buy something stupid.